Hello, and welcome back to Arky's Revenge. Next up, Cattywampus. I have no idea. Maybe it's a custom element. I think scripting was actually not allowed in the contest rules, but I'd personally be okay with it and wouldn't penalize an entry for having done so. In particular, I would have actually really liked to have seen a lemming entry. I don't know, there might be a lemming entry. I like lemmings. I think people should use them more. But anyway, Cattywampus. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, we got a caber. To blow up a bomb, it's going to light a fuse. Before doing anything else, let's just read the scroll. Golems. I have stocked this chamber with bombs to make it difficult to access the golems. You've also given us the caber, which makes it easier. Oh wait, no, because we can't break broken walls with that. Interesting. The door switch is out of reach, but if a mimic is used to strike it, the Delver will either be trapped in the room or eaten alive. Okay, we put... Oh, okay. I like this use of hot tiles. Just like, this tile is red. Do not hit this orb. I do really like that use of a hot tile. And there's an arrow there, so once we put the mimic here facing this way, to release the golems, we then have to fight them with our caber facing in that direction without swinging it at any time. Okay, that seems reasonably enough. All right, well, that's how it starts. And then what? This will blow up. Okay. Well, what even is all of this? Well, okay. One thing we can do. This is clever. Okay, we can use the caber. Does it not update? We can use the caber to block certain explosions. We can then hit the thing earlier, like if we want to. Right? Like we can stop. We're protecting. Oh, I see what we're doing. We're protecting crumbly walls. That's what's going on here. All right. So where do we want these crumbly walls? Okay, well now that I've seen what's going on here, this is actually a really clever room. Clever room concept. I think... Yeah, I think we're gonna... let's save that one. Because once we open this, you're gonna come down for us. You are... Right. That saves this. Like that. And you, I guess it has to be this one. Okay. Yeah, if we do that, we'll die. So let's not die. Oh. Well. Okay, let's do this a little bit smarter. I decided I wanted this one for some reason. Alright. And we do need that to break. So with those walls in that position, in those positions even. Also we have the courtesy broken orbs so that we don't get the striking sound every single turn. Alternatively, if we didn't have a caber, that wouldn't be an issue. Only caber and sword are the only two weapons that will continuously strike the object. If we had a spear, a pickaxe, a staff, we would hit it when the thing was placed, but then it wouldn't hit ever again afterwards. So it is an interesting distinction between those weapons. And of course, if we had a dagger, well, dagger would completely change this whole thing, which would be an interesting variation actually to use a dagger in that way, because then it would just be never step south or east. All right, so as expected, however, we now have an issue where we cannot turn. And we have to kill a golem somehow. I guess the only way to really do that is to run for this and then use the pit. Okay. Yeah, we can get around you that way. Where do we want you? I guess we'll put you in the corridor. It's probably the safest spot. And then let's just, oops, let's not go that high. And there we go, easy enough. Easy enough to deal with you at this point. And, yep, you can still get through. Wow, okay. Great room concept. I really liked... okay, let's just clear the room and go back. Yeah, great room concept. I really liked this, using the caber to protect the broken walls. It's an interesting use of the caber. I've never seen that done before. These kinds of things, I suppose they can be annoying, but I actually really like these kinds of puzzles where you have a mimic preventing you from making certain moves or sword turns, or I guess caber turns, weapon turns, to use the generic term, because that helps you to... Like, it constrains your space, and it forces you to develop new tactics, which is something that, like, this game, something I sort of appreciate going through Architect's Edition is really just the amount of time Architect's Edition holds, is the amount of time that you can spend learning new tactics in the game. And modern holds are all sort of about linchpin-type puzzles, and it's interesting to see kind of the distinction, because you'll have, like, an old puzzle... No, the linchpin style room will just have like a room at the end with 8 goblins in it, just because why not? Like they'll just throw, we'll just throw a bunch of extra goblins in here at the end of the room, so you have to do some fighting. That's an interesting style, and I can kind of see why it's not used as much anymore. But at the same time, yeah, it is interesting to be developing, combat tactics, and especially now that we have these new weapons. Honestly, we would probably benefit from seeing a resurgence of Architect's Edition style combat holds just using the new weapons. That would probably be really interesting, actually. So, yeah, this was a cool room. I liked the way these interacted. Dealing with the golems, I kind of went on a whole bunch of tangents there, but I mean, yeah, this was just a great little room. Easy, but it was a good time nevertheless. Yeah, so bombs make it difficult to access the golems, door switches out of reach, but use a mimic, okay. You'll be either trapped in the room or eaten alive. So realizing that you have to set up the walls in advance, and then also realizing that you don't have to stay in here to fight the golems, you can run out. No, good little room. I really liked that one. Alright, so that was Cattywampus. I will see you next time for another room.